This project has been spearheaded by the Polish American Cultural Center, but it involved the whole of Cleveland's Polonia. My many thanks go to people who have been involved in this project, namely the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation, Polonia organizations, Polish churches, City of Cleveland for awarding us a grant, Holden Trust also for awarding us a grant, members of the City Council for their financial support, Connie and Gary Adams and Gary Kotlarczyk for doing all the work on the grounds over here, so it looks really wonderful, beautiful. Thank you very much again, Connie. And of course, the persons who worked so diligently for implementation of this product. Mr. Andrus Puczynski, who I will introduce later on, but he's sitting over here. Would you please get up? Lisa and Mark Olitsky for casting the statue. Ed Kotecki, who installed the pedestal of the statue. Kathleen Jankowski, the architect, and David and Nick Tanchos of Royal Landscaping that did the landscaping. Again, many, many thanks for all of you who have contributed in some way to this project. And now I would like to introduce Connie Adams, who is a director of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation and president? A board member, okay. Connie, would you please?
Next step will be president.
Thank you, Gene. It is such a proud moment in Polonia, in Cleveland, Polonia, to be able to present the statue of John Paul that we've been working on for the past 2 years. Without the help of the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation, who I will invite up to the podium in just a few minutes, this would not take place, as well as the Holden Parks Trust. At this point in time, before I introduce Gary Kotlarczyk, who will give you a background, a short history of the Polish Cultural Garden, which was dedicated originally in 1934, I would like to introduce Dr. Weil Curry to come up. Dr. Curry is president of the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation.
Thank you, Connie, and most congratulations for Connie Adams and her team, the leadership of the Polish community and Polish organizations to put such a wonderful event on this great day, memorable day. Pope John Paul II was a very remarkable person in history, and he deserves all the appreciation and the memory of him and what he did for many years during his tenure as a pope. Changed history in many ways. I can only salute the generations of the Polish community and the other ethnic communities in Cleveland who built these beautiful gardens over 100 years ago. And the Polish garden certainly was one of the oldest ones in 1934, as you can see. And so many years later, 80, 90 years later, it's still very vibrant, full of color and beauty, for the hard work of the generations of the Polish community over these last 80, 90 years, working very hard. Your grandparents can only be proud of the new generation of the Polish community who did this now, and your children in the future will be very proud of you for many years to come, to keep up the culture and the language and the beauty of the Polish community and the contribution to the society in Northeast Ohio. The Federation has been a remarkable history chapter in Cleveland. There is nothing like the Cleveland Cultural Gardens in the whole world. And I can only thank and salute the generations of volunteers who served this community and this federation, this organization over the years. ge- generation after generations of leadership dedicated their life, they dedicated hours of volunteering to keep the area going and in good shape as you see it now. And most recently, we made a lot of progress in moving up the gardens, opening new lots. The city of Cleveland has opened 15 new lots, and for new communities, ethnic communities who joined Cleveland and Northeast Ohio in the last several years. So we can have more diversity and more cultural activities. And many of you also know that we're building a plaza, Centennial Peace Plaza, very close to here, that will make this area a destination for cultural and educational events. Finally, I want to salute the current executive board members of the Federation. Please stand up and be recognized. Board members of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation, please stand up. Paul, Tom, Doja, Svetlana, George, Dan Hansen, our good friend. Connie, of course, she was the vice president and she is still on the executive board, very active on the community. And then I want to recognize our new executive director, Lori Ashik. She is of Polish origin also, and we're very lucky to have her. She's the first executive director in 100 years for the Federation. So that tells you about the hard work and the hard assignment that she's handling. Thank you again and congratulations.
Thank you, Weil. I also wanted to recognize Daja Krislati from the Ukrainian Garden. Daja, are you here? Please stand up. Thank you, Daja. George Turbak, Paul Burek. There's Lex Machaski from the Serbian Garden, Kazra, and Tom Turkley. Thank you so much for being here today. It means so much. Your presence means so much to us. I also want to recognize two women who, with me, started the renovation of this garden, it's going on 4 years now. That is Katie Kern-Pilch, please stand up, and Chris Collins. Thank you so much for your continued support and for the beautiful work that you do in the garden. Thank you.